Welcome back to Extravagant Fragrances. How's it going, everyone? Pro Dim CPE? I don't know how you pronounce that. It's a little early today. Um, I wanted to make a quick recommendation today. If you all are looking for like good incense sticks for the bathroom, I usually tend to promote my brand. I mean the incense sticks that I make. Um, but I just have one recommendation right here, and that's the Penjavati. This one right here, this particular brand of incense sticks, I really like it because they're small, they don't take up a lot of space, and they're very fragrant. Actually, I was going to show you all a stick, but they are. This one is empty, so anyways, oh my god, I hate that when you call someone, they don't pick up. You call them 3 or 4 times, and all of a sudden, they want to call you back. I'll have to get that later. I'm not answering that phone. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? Let me know what's going on. If you have any Q&A, I'm ready to take answers. Anything you want me to talk about, type it there in the comment section. Jamal Barker, what's up? Let me know what state, what country you all are viewing from. I'd be interested in knowing that. Jama. Oh, that's I'm sorry, Jama Barker. What state you all viewing in from? Let me know. I'm gonna make this live stream a little short. What I tried to do is schedule this because I had some viewers that kept saying that they were missing out on the live streams. Indianapolis, nice. So like I said, I'll be doing these regularly. I'll be doing these regularly. So if you do miss out on some of these live streams, then like I said, I'll be doing them on a regular basis. So you won't really be missing out. I am live streaming from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You're the only one on, Jama. I mean, I says shows that I got a few viewers here. Nobody's nobody's saying anything. They're just viewing in. Give me something to talk about. You're hiding your Frank. What's a Frank? What do you mean you're Frank? Uh Freedom Forever. Soaps. Um I've never heard that term before. Hiding your Frank. I've never heard that. I mean, I know Franks usually refer to hot dogs. So that's why I was kind of like wondering. A frankincense. Okay. Um, the soaps I'm using right now, I'm actually using the coconut oil soap. It's like a big fat bar. It's about that big, about that thick. Um, and then I mentioned this on some of the other live streams, but I actually I actually can't use commercial soaps. They just cause my skin to break out. And then what else? Best-selling body oils right now. You asking about the designer types or the non-designer types? I can go down the list. I mean, there's so many different kind, you know. The designer types, I'm gonna say the inspired by Creed types, body oil types, all of them are good. For men, inspired by Versace Eros type, that's another hot one that you should have. The inspired by Blue Jeans Versace, that one is a good one. However, it's just kind of fallen off. I don't know why. Um, what else? What else? Inspired by Dior Sauvage, very big one, very big seller. Uh, Let me see. Let me look at my master list. I can go down the master list and point some things out. Oud Isfahan, I mentioned that the other day. Oud Edition. I'm gonna go down the list of popular ones and my favorite ones because I think some of the imported ones tend to be really really good quality, but people aren't willing to spend what it costs just because they are expensive, or should I say they cost more than the domestic ones. But there's a good reason for that, you know. Let's see. Let's see. Okie doke. So, um, uh, inspired by 1 million is good. I'm going straight down the list. Inspired by Armani Codes Sports Type is good. Uh, Inspired by Blue Day Chanel Type is very good. That's a big seller. Inspired by Blue Day Chanel Parfum Type. That one's for men. That one's good. That's actually a newer one that's out right now. Uh, Inspired by the Burberrys, all of the Burberrys except for the Sport Ice. I know I sell it, but I don't recommend it. Just being honest here. Um, Inspired by Chrome Legend Type body oil. Inspired by Clive Christian types. All of those are very good. Okay. Um, Let me see. Jama, you said, help a brother out, tap that like button. What do you mean on your page? You have a YouTube page or something? Or some videos? Let me get back to this master list here. Inspired by the Creed Milesime type. I know I talked about the Creeds, but in particular, I want to talk about the Milesime. That one right there is just very unique. It's very has that full body strength. You know, it has some hang time. It's got a good hang time to it. I really like that one. Inspired by Curve Kicks type. That one is a very underrated fragrance. I think it's a fragrance that a lot of people don't really pay attention to, but I personally think it's really good. I had one acquaintance. He had it. He used to work in a fragrance shop, and he had some of the oil, and he dropped it in the washer by accident, and then he threw it in the dryer, and it made all of his clothes smell like that fragrance. And that's kind of an experience that I have with that one. But that was the only body oil that he would wear is the Curve Kicks type. Let me see what else. What else? What else? Inspired by Dolce Gabbana type for men. That one right there, I'm carrying that in pounds, guys. Um, inspired by Drakkar Noir type. That one never gets old. That one actually is a good one to layer with Egyptian musk. Um, and that one has been a highly recommended one. And also, I've actually had people order those two together. For some reason, people like to layer those two together. You know what, Jama? I'm sorry. I'm just kind of like really new to the live stream. What like button are you talking? Okay, wait a minute. Where do I like? What do I like? Tell me where to like. Tap the like button. I mean, I know if once this video is uploaded, I know I could type that, but is that it? Is that the only where I can like? Um, Instant shop. You say you like the Indian red musk. Yeah, that one's a good one. Inspired by Prada Candy. That one's a very big seller. Also inspired by um, inspired by I Am Juicy. That one's another very good one. What's up, Night Night? Yes, Jama Barker. Yeah, everybody, please share this video when you get a chance and subscribe. If you get a chance, I appreciate that, Jama. Stefo Powell, I appreciate it. Definitely. Um, so yeah, I'm just kind of like going down the list. If anybody has any questions, just go ahead and type them in. I'll try to answer some questions. Inspired by Dreamer Versace type for men. I recommend that one. That one's a timeless scent. It just never gets old. Um, inspired by Gucci Guilty. Inspired by Gucci Guilty type for men and women. Those both sell very well. Very, very well. Inspired by Invictus type for men. That's a very good seller. Very big one. And I recommend that one for for the springtime and summertime coming up here. Inspired by Fahrenheit type. That one's definitely a throwback. Never gets old. However, I've had some suppliers that they just get it wrong. I'm happy with the version that I have now. It's very good. Inspired by Issey Miyake is a big seller. It's not my favorite, but it's a big seller. Inspired by John Paul Gaultier. That one's a big seller. Inspired by John Paul Ultra Male Type. That one's a big seller. Inspired by Laham YSL Type. Big seller. Uh, Another underrated fragrance inspired by Mandarina Duck, Cool Black. I recommend that one, guys and ladies. Inspired by Mont Blake Legend Type. Very good one if you are looking for that sporty, fresh, clean spring and summer scent. Let's see. I'm glad I'm able to do these live streams because I can go down the list and recommend some things that are just not, they're good fragrances. It's just people don't know about them. Inspired by Paris Hilton Type. Another good summer scent. One of the newer ones, inspired by Pitbull Miami Type. I recommend that one, especially for spring and summer. Inspired by Phoenix Type. I recommend that one for spring and summer. inspired by Prada Extreme type for men. Another good spring and summer one. Incense shop, you like the Polo Red Intense, huh? How's your incense making business going, Incense shop? I always talk about you, man. I tell my family about you all the time, man. You've been with me for a long time. The pink sugar and Obama's going out, huh, Pastor Jack? I've got lots of that, by the way. Lots of it. Um, inspired by tobacco vanilla. That's more of an all season. Inspired by Tom Ford Oud Mineral. I think that's how you pronounce it. That one is very similar, in my opinion, to the inspired by Crete Malezmi. If you're into those two, to me they're very similar. Hey Jama, thanks a lot for stopping in. I got to get going too in a little bit. I appreciate it. Thanks for all your best wishes. Let's see. UK special, guys. If you guys don't know about the UK special, I highly recommend that one. Very good one. African Fantasy. If you're looking for a very good one, if you like Jamaican Plum, for example, that's a real good one. I highly recommend the African Fantasy. It's like kind of like the Raw. I'm not going to say the whole name. It's kind of like Raw and All Over. I'll let you read between the lines. Uh, I try to keep it PG-13 here. Melka or Blue Now. Blue Now, I have Blue Now. That one I have. I used to have one that wasn't very good, but I've got a really good Blue Now in stock now. So, hey, the pink sugar is really good, man. I mean, I uh, I think it's as good as it's gonna get, Um, but I'm like you. That one, it goes out like clockwork. I think a bigger seller than pink sugar though is going to be the pink privacy. I'm about to stock up real good on that one because I think the pink privacy is real good. Pink sugar is $39.95. Actually, no, I take that back. It's $27 plus shipping. Um, I'll post that link for you shortly. But give me a second, people. I gotta kind of like get back to like a really important call, and I'm gonna come right back. I'm not gonna end this live stream, so if you could just give me just like 1 minute or 2 minutes. I'm gonna be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Ugh. Pure Attractions, inspired by Chanel Chance. That one's a big seller. That one goes out a lot. Um, but Here's another thing I wanted to share is Pastor Jack, you were asking about the pink sugar. Let me see. Hold on for a second. Go into the actually, you don't even have to do that. I will put the link in right here. But a lot of people miss this link. And there's a body oil section, like a wholesale section right here, where I have everything in wholesale, 1 ounce, not everything, but certain things that I carry in pounds, 1 ounce, 4 ounce, even samples in there too. 8 ounce and 16 ounce. I'm not answering that phone. I hate that. It's like, if you want to tell me something the first time. Don't call me 5 times to tell me. There it is right there. So yeah, Pastor Jack, it's right there. The pink sugar. It's 27 plus shipping. So I still have that in stock. What else? Any questions? Are you guys streaming in from work? Some of the ones that just got on live stream. What states are you streaming in from? Stephen, no problem. Mississippi. Nice. I got one question. Pure Attractions body oils. I had a family member that was kind of like being a smart aleck. And which way does the Mississippi River flow? Is it from east to west or west to east? Like what direction does the Mississippi River flow? I'm not really sure of that one. I don't know that one. New Orleans. You guys got that special cheese out there, right? Am I right or wrong? Got that special cheese blend. It's like Swiss and something else. I've tried you all's pizza before. I'm a big pizza fanatic. I love pizza. But I don't think anybody can beat Pittsburgh pizza. There's a shop here in Pennsylvania. It's called Minio's. The was it Mike Tomlin, the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers? He goes there, but they have like the best pizza in town. Like people actually order pizza to be FedExed, and that's just how good they are. It flows from north to south. Okay, I heard that there was one time where it actually flowed from south to north because of floods. Is that true? Arlington, Texas. Nice. I've been through Texas before. I went through the truckers route though. I wish I would have went like the more scenic route. But y'all, I have to tell you, I mean, y'all got some big flies out there in Texas. Am I right or wrong? Them flies are huge. And when I went through Texas, I was like amazed. We went to a restaurant. It was a Dairy Queen actually, and I was amazed at how many people didn't really care about the how big the flies were. They just continue eating. So I'm like, well, shoot, if everybody Nobody cares about the flies here. I'm gonna play it off like I don't care either. So, um, but other than that, I love Texas. I love the just the wide, vast land out there, out in Texas. Texas is huge. Crypto Simba. Um, Still selling oils. Is that a question, or are you telling me that you still sell oils? Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Somebody owed me money, and they had left some of these out, so I just took one. And I told him later, hey, this is to pay off your debt. So I took it. I took one of the hats he was selling. You know, um, yeah, Texas is pretty cool. They got some huge hogs out there, though. Those things are huge. Hogs. Do you guys have wild horses? You guys have wild like Mustangs out there? Oh, I have another question about Texas. Is Texas are they switching over to like hybrid trucks? They're trucking companies. If you all haven't checked out the master list, check it out. I've updated it. There's some new scents on there. Inspired by Allure Sports is a good fragrance. What Steph you guys got black bears or grizzlies? I can't mess with them grizzlies, man. I saw one show where they were eating them. They were eating grizzly bears. But I heard grizzly bears are or bears are related to the pig, and so it's like it's against my religion to eat pork. But I tell you what, if it wasn't, I would be the first one to eat some grizzly bear. Inspired by Curve. 99. Yeah, I have a few curves. Curve kicks. Inspired by Curve kicks. Inspired by the regular curve throwback. Let me see what else. I'm going down the master list. Uh, Inspired by Curve. I think there was an Intense. I'm not sure of that. Inspired by Cool Water Game is a good one. I highly recommend that one. That's another underrated scent. Really good for spring and summer coming up. What's up, Lady Devon? Yeah, we was talking about. I think Stefo Powell mentioned they were talking about they have bears and mountain lions out there in New Orleans. We're talking about. I had mentioned grizzly bears, but I was talking about a documentary that I saw uh, where these guys were eating grizzly bear. Are they like real wolves or are they coy wolves? I saw a koi wolf here in Pennsylvania for the first time. I know it was a koi wolf because I saw a documentary about how they started to blend. They started to mix. Coyotes and regular wolves started to mix, and they started moving into like the inner cities. And I saw one cross the highway one night because I lived in California before. I know what the coyotes look like, but this one had a tail of a wolf. Yeah, they just don't. They don't. They're not like regular wolves though. They don't. They're very skittish. Lady Devon, you said people catch the bobcats and cook them. You know what? I tell you what though. Speaking of cats, uh, I think New York's problem to rats. I think if they had a cat problem, that would take care of their rat problem for sure. Stephopal, are they like the big bad wolves, the ones that will attack you? One second, I got a sneeze coming. um, let me see. Inspired by Spice Bomb is a good one, guys and girls. Inspired by Rose Explosion, I highly recommend that one. Highly recommend. That's a unisex. Um, Let me see. Inspired by Be Delicious for women. That's a good one. What else? Inspired by Forever Red. Bath and Body Works type. That's a good one. Inspired by Idol Di Armani. That's a good one. Night Night. Yeah, sometimes I watch Bruce Lee. I like Bruce Lee. And what you call it? Bruce Leroy. Have you ever seen him? Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy. um, Inspired by Amber White with Egyptian musk. Yes. I mean, I think I've probably layered that before. Ayub, Alaikum Salam. You finally made it this time. I think was that you that missed out last time, or were you already on here before? No, you were already on here before. I'm sorry, that was somebody else. Yeah, Stefan Powell, the Egyptian musk. I was mentioning that um, Egyptian musk now they're not using sandalwood anymore to make Egyptian musk. They're using cedar wood, and again, I think that's for cost. Um, Walaikum Salam's Zaid, mashallah. Zaid, yeah, as far as like recognizing the purity of oud, that is not my specialty. That's not my specialty. I put in the comment section on the last live stream or a couple live stream ago is the Udimentary. I recommend them because they actually go and they're very particular about the raw materials that they buy, and they make the oud oil themselves. Like they go purchase the raw material and then they break it down themselves. They do all the distillation and all that stuff. And let me see what else. Yeah, those that's one that I recommend. There's another one I recommend his YouTube channel, and that is we were supposed to do a live Q&A together or a video together, like a pre-recorded video. I had a bunch of questions for him because I just thought it was good exposure for himself and also myself. But that is Ansar Oud. Hold on a second. This guy, he does a lot of traveling himself, and he gets all the chips. Um, I just think it's pretty interesting. I go in there and I check out the stuff this guy has, but he's very, very picky, very particular um, about oud and the chips and all the raw materials. So I'm gonna I'll put that in the comment section, but you can check out his channel. Highly recommend if you're into the oud, those two, and they both have YouTube channels. The Udimentary has a YouTube channel too. They're in the Bay Area. Ansar Oud, I think he's in New York. Yeah, I don't know anybody else. I heard of one guy in San Diego. A few brothers told me they went to his house, and his house looked like a straight up museum. Like he had chips all over the place. Lived in this like real expensive high rise. And this guy used to also distill down his own oud chips. You know, hit me with some questions, everybody. Give me something to talk about. Yeah, this guy from Ansar Oud. He actually it was interesting. He had like some chips. He threw them in the bathtub and he let them soak. I don't really know what the purpose of that is, but it's pretty cool. It's like a real unique it's like a science, you know. Um, and he distills down incense grade oud, which is supposed to be a really high grade oud. Incense shop. I never heard of Oud Brothers. Wait, I think I did. Are they in the UK? Are those guys in the UK? Are you Yeah, I do want to do that. It's just I'm kind of like I got some things going on. But I have surfactant, so I may do a video. I don't know, maybe I might do a pre-recorded video of that. Pastor Jack, I wanted to do a raffle giveaway on free oils because I get free oils all the time from suppliers. But the only problem that I see with that is they see it. YouTube sees it like you're running a lottery. You know what I'm saying? When you do stuff like that, and there's like some legalities involved with that, and I don't know enough about it to take that risk to just throw that out there. You know, I've made mistakes in the past with business out of ignorance, so you just kind of got to be careful. Um, but I don't know. Maybe I'll kind of like, if there's like no price on something, if there's absolutely no price, what's going on, Amber? If there's no price on the thing that you're trying to raffle off, again, like I said, it looks like a lottery, and that kind of raises some red flags. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do something that's like, you know, like a giveaway. You just cover shipping like $2 or $3, and it'll be like a gang of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So at least it does actually look like a purchase. So if you all are okay with that, let me know. Let me know what you think. I always need that kind of feedback, because I got a great big box of stuff I could just give away right now. Um, so Jazakallah khair Zaid. May Allah increase you and also give you success in the hereafter as well. What I find interesting is I try to reach out to other fragrance channels and do like have them do reviews on my fragrance because it's like, it's gonna benefit your channel. But people are weird, man. People are real weird. You know, I've sent fragrance to different people from different channels, and they just kind of flake. A lot of people are real flaky. I find that to be the case. People tend to be real flaky. Egypt, I don't know. I like I said, I can ship anywhere really. The only problem is honestly, I would have to ship. I would only be able to take like Western Union and send FedEx, just because some countries are just very risky to ship to, unfortunately. Stephopow, which topic were you talking about? Yeah, I've seen Professor Smell Good. Mumbai, India. I bet the perfume industry is very good there. I know a lot of raw materials come from there to make the domestic fragrances here in the U.S. I have one question, Zaid. Um, do you know if the materials that are sent to the U.S. to make the domestic fragrances are they actually in India? Are those essential oils that they're using, or are those synthetics? Is it like 100% synthetic? Steph Powell, I've tried to do so many collaborations, but people are just flaky, man. People are real flaky. I don't know. Is that your name? Oh no, you're talking Amber. Um, yeah, Amber. I'm sorry, you were the one that mentioned that. And also Steph Powell said that too. But yeah, people are real flaky. You reach out to people, you send them an email. Hey, I think it would benefit my channel if we could do a collaboration. And what do you think? I've sent fragrances to different channels, and when I reach out to them to do like a review, even though it's going to benefit their channel as well, they just flake, man. So I just kind of like stick to myself. You know, I do my own thing. Anyways, I'm gonna have to wrap this up, everybody. Okay, Zay? You say it depends on how much you pay and where you buy from. I see. How's that working out, Amber? Yeah, I know. Steph Pie, I know. People are greedy, man. People don't see the long side of things sometimes. It's like they're very narrow sighted. That's what I would say. People are very narrow sighted. If you got 9,000 viewers and I have 9,000, or 9,000 subscribers and I have 9,000 subscribers, and you talk about sprays and you want to like kind of veer off to talk about fragrance oils, or I'll talk about a spray. I don't see no harm in that. Like what? Like you're just gonna have people are gonna go and subscribe to whoever channel they want to subscribe to. So I mean, regardless of what you, regardless, it's kind of like that narrow, like greedy mindset. You should, Amber. I definitely recommend it. I highly recommend to start a YouTube channel, especially if you got the shea butters. Maybe show like tutorials on how you make them. Zay, the best contact email. I don't have time for phone calls. If you got questions, um, it's kind of like a FAQ. Chances are somebody else had the same question, so I usually will try to like make a video of it, or I answer them in the live streams. You know. Anyways, I'm gonna have to wrap this. wrap this up, everybody. I know this we're going into about 45 minutes here, but hit me up with some questions for next time. And hopefully I will try to answer them in the next live stream. All righty? Okay. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.